gathered around their wireless sets, and for their loved ones, still serving far from home, it was the message a battle-weary world had long prayed for. The war is over, declared my grandfather, King George VI, in his address to the nation and Commonwealth on VJ Day 80 years ago today. 4 short words after 6 long years of bloodshed, fear, and suffering.
From bureaus worldwide, this is FSN.
From the studios of Extreme Sports in Hastings, Nebraska, we present Huddle Up, a great way to start your day with all the news, weather, and sports you need, interesting interviews, and friendly conversation from 2 guys that go together like Scooby and Shaggy. Mike Will and Tyson Havronic.
Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Huddle Up here on Extreme Sports. Welcome to a Friday. Feeling good here, the 15th day of August for 2025. Mike Will, Tyson Havronic, ready to start your day the right way with all of your news, weather, and sports that you need to get out the door here this morning. Sports headlines today, the Nebraska women's soccer team, they opened the season last night with a 6-0 win over Southern Indiana. Game was played in Lincoln, the largest season-opening victory for the Huskers since 1996. We'll be talking about that coming up this morning. Nebraska's sophomore quarterback Dylan Raiola has been named to the watch list for the Polynesian College Football Player of the Year Award. He was named to the Maxwell Award watch list last month. The Nebraska volleyball team will host their first inaugural alumni game tomorrow night at the Cook Arena at the Bob Devaney Sports Center. Hastings College women's soccer team has been picked by the league's coaches to win the Great Plains Athletic Conference Championship this year. Meanwhile, the men were tied for second in the preseason poll. 8 individuals and 2 teams will be inducted into the Hastings College Hall of Fame during a reception and banquet coming up this fall. Meanwhile, Sandy Creek head coach Andrew Kuda is headed for an honor as well. Hastings College volleyball team opening the season today down in North Newton, Kansas. Kansas City Royals opening up a series tonight with the Chicago White Sox. The Nebraska football team continues their preseason workouts. We've got some comments coming up this morning from Associate Head Coach Phil Snow. So that's what's going on in the sports world as we welcome in Tyson Havronic from the Western Studios. Good morning.
And a good morning. Hey, we got it right on the first try this time. That's a step in the right direction here as we finally get to a Friday morning, looking to get things underway. You mentioned a busy show on tap. We're going to be talking pretty much everything from Huskers to ponies to Kool-Aid days. Your one-stop shop here on a Friday morning. Also on the news headline front, we'll head over to Kearney where there was a vehicle fire that the cause has been investigated. And we've been talking all week, Mike, about some of the budgetary challenges within the University of Nebraska system. More cuts to the University of Nebraska Kearney, more expected at the University of Nebraska Lincoln. And amid all of this, they determined that it's a decent time to give their president a pay raise. So we'll be highlighting that here on the show as well. But looking to get things underway.
Boy, where do we start? We got a full plate.
I'll let you drive, man. I'll just sit.
Yeah, give me the keys. Let me behind the wheel, and let's talk about some stuff going on. First of all, kind of a continuation from the story we had yesterday when the Milwaukee Brewers got to 13 wins in a row, and the restaurant chain George Webb Restaurants are offering free burgers. We got the details on that.
Yes.
The free burger giveaway is going to be next Wednesday from 2 until 6 at all 23 of the restaurant locations throughout the state of Wisconsin. So this George Webb Restaurant, anytime that the local team, which is Milwaukee, they go on a 12-game winning streak or more, this restaurant chain gives away free burgers. And Milwaukee did that the other night. They got to 13 wins in a row. So fans, residents of Milwaukee get free burgers. So George Webb has come out. The details are going to be on Wednesday, 2 until 6 Central Time at all 23 of their locations throughout Wisconsin. So free burgers for everybody. Last time they did this was a few years ago. They served up like 170,000 free burgers. So I'm sure they'll eclipse that this time around. So it's going to be on Wednesday. If you can get to Wisconsin by Wednesday.
They are really all within the Milwaukee area. This is wild because I have just pulled up a map. I wish we could do a share screen on here so I could show you what I'm looking at. I just pulled up a map of the nearest George Webb restaurants to me, which was actually a trending Google search. Shocker. But it's all in the Milwaukee proper. So there's Wisconsin, right? Big state. And then when you expand it, there's one tiny little restaurant that's up here on the it's on Green Bay. Yeah.
Green Bay has one.
Green Bay has one. Other than that, you are in Milwaukee proper for the rest of the 11 restaurants. So you have to head out to Milwaukee Wednesday.
Yeah, free burgers.
That gives us enough time. We can get there.
2 to 6.
Take the camper.
George Webb.
Take the camper.
Take the camper to Milwaukee to
Let's do
get
it.
free burgers.
I'm down.
For some reason, I don't think the profit loss on taking the camper to Milwaukee for a free hamburger is going to pan out on the profit loss statement.
I probably shouldn't take off the first week of school, too. That's probably frowned upon, right?
Not a good idea.
Right.
Golf, Robert McIntyre. He had a great round yesterday at the BMW Championship in Maryland. He's got a 3-shot lead over Tommy Fleetwood. He posted 6 straight birdies.
Damn.
Yesterday. To post an 8-under par 62 yesterday. The 8 straight birdies is the longest streak by any player to end a FedEx Cup playoff round since the inception of the playoffs in 2007. So Robert McIntyre has got the lead at the BMW Championship. He's got a 3-shot lead right now over Tommy Fleetwood. And one other thing I stumbled across this morning, the Associated Press has come out with the all-time All-America first team. And
All-time All-American?
Yeah, they do this every year at the end of the year when they name their All-Americans. Well, they've come out with the all-time All-America first team.
How many Huskers?
A couple.
Nice.
I'll just give you the offense.
Okay.
I'll give the offense. They're all-time All-American quarterback. Care to venture a guess?
Man, would they go Peyton Manning?
There's just so many possibilities, and I don't know if I agree with this one.
Peyton?
No, Tim Tebow.
Oh, Jesus, no. No.
So right off of the bat, you're disagreeing with the AP all-time All-American.
They think he's the all-time All-American ever? Tebow?
That they named him Tim
Jesus.
Tebow. Running backs, I'm okay with these guys. Barry Sanders, Herschel Walker.
Sure.
The kicker, Sebastian Janikowski.
Yes. The GOAT.
All-purpose player.
Ooh.
Johnny Rodgers.
There's been some good ones there. I was going to say the Jet, right?
Johnny the Jet. He's on the all-purpose.
That's the returner of the year is actually named the Jet Award.
I can see why.
Yeah.
Wide receivers, Randy Moss.
Sure.
Larry Fitzgerald. I'm okay with that.
No Calvin Johnson, huh?
They only named 2. Tackles, Orlando Pace.
Yeah.
And Bill Frolic from Pittsburgh. Guards, John Hanna from Alabama. Jim Parker of Ohio State. And the center, Chuck Bednarik. Well, there's an award named after him.
Yeah.
And then the tight end, Brock Bowers out of Georgia. So we had Johnny Rogers as part of the Associated Press all-time All-America first team. First team defense.
Here we go. Black shirts.
We've got one.
Sue?
Yep, Adamakin Sue.
Yep.
He's sharing the tackle spot with Bronco Nagurski.
Yep.
Ends will be Hugh Green and Randy White.
Ooh, Randy.
Linebackers, Dick Butkus, Derek Thomas, and Chris Spielman. In the defensive secondary, you've got Charles Woodson and Deion Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
Safeties, Ronnie Lott and Ed Reed.
It's a hell of a secondary.
And the punter, Torrey Taylor from Iowa. So that's your Associated Press all-time All-America first team. Nebraska has 2 selections in Johnny Rogers and Adamakin Sue.
Not Archie? Archie didn't get punter of the All-American Americans?
God.
As much preseason hype as Archie's had?
Amazing. What our punter, Archie Wilson, he hasn't even kicked one punt for us this year.
Yeah.
And all the, not just Nebraska attention.
Oh, he's on Barstool.
Archie Wilson has been on Good Morning America. He's been on all the network morning shows. And I stumbled across something this morning in his homeland of Australia. They talked to his mom and dad and his 2 brothers. And we're talking about Archie Wilson, our punter, who kind of broke down at a press
emotional,
conference.
yeah.
Got emotional talking about how he misses his family in Australia. Well, that thing has gone viral. It's gone nationally and now worldwide as Nebraska, all the family was decked out in their Husker gear.
Heck yeah.
When they were interviewing him on something very similar to our morning show, talk shows down in Australia. You can catch it on, I found it on YouTube this morning. But they interviewed the family, the mom and dad and the 2 little brothers about that and about the scene. Evidently, they're coming to America and coming to Lincoln in 11 days.
Boats and on the plane.
Yeah, so if you got time today, go to YouTube and look that up. That's kind of an emotional deal in its own right. But Archie Wilson has got to be the most popular player that Nebraska has had in years. I mean, Dylan Raiola is pretty popular in his own right, but
right.
our punter who can kick with both feet.
Yes.
And has that banana ball. He's our most popular guy right now, and he hasn't even punted one time for us.
We have 0 stats on the guy. And he's earning more hype than Levante David at the moment. I mean, it's just insane what the preseason generation hype has been for him. But, I mean, a lot of emotion and just down to earth, a really good human being that you're going to root for. His press conference, it was tough not. Like, I'm a grown-ass man, and I'm sitting in my chair watching that.
You shed a tear.
And you're not thinking like you're going to watch a football press conference. Like I watch a football press conference to get pumped up about football. You're not thinking you're going to have one of those moments that catches you off guard, but I sure as hell did. I lost it. I needed to go grab the Kleenex and not another beer for the first time ever. So
you shed a tear.
Oh yeah, we were balling.
So yeah, if you haven't caught that this week, a couple of must-sees that you need to go to. Find Archie Wilson's press conference, first of all. That was earlier in the week. And then look for the one debut just this morning from the Australian TV network down there. They talked to his family. A couple of things that you need to watch today. One other thing we might want to bring up, the NCAA Committee on Infractions is going to come out with a report today on the Michigan advanced scouting case.
Oh, Jesus, we're still on that?
Yeah, we're still we're finally going to get around to them releasing what they have found out. And they're expected to hold a news conference this afternoon It's going to mark the conclusion of one of the most explosive, strange, and controversial cases in the long history of NCAA enforcement. This is going back, God, a long time.
Yeah.
2021 to 2023.
4 years ago.
Evidently, one of their coaches arranged to steal signals from opponents. He actually bought tickets at nearly every Big Ten school and went in to games and stole signals for the football team. I guess stealing signals is not illegal when you do it in your own game, but when you go out and pre-scout and steal signals by purchasing tickets at other venues, that's a no-no. Michigan got slapped with 11 violations, 6 of those level 1 violations, which is the most serious, and now they're going to come out with a report today. Will we see some more sanctions against Michigan? I don't know.
It's tough. And it's a tough line to cross because here's the problem that I have with it, and I don't want to shock the world when I say this. Everybody does it. With as many cameras that are moving around at football stadiums and eyeballs everywhere, don't think for a second that not every university is trying to get the upper hand or get an edge or find some way to peek in and pick up a part of that game plan. Michigan got caught, and that's the reality. Michigan was the one that got caught. They're gonna potentially make an example, but at the same time, I'm like, what can you do when this was 4 years ago and the entire administration that was a part of that isn't there? And I think that would be my, and I'm not trying to defend it. I'm not trying to say, I hope Michigan doesn't have any sanctions because that would really make it challenging for us in the Big Ten. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is, why are you digging up old bones that are 4 years old?
It's not like they're really digging up old bones. It's just taking them this damn long to come to a conclusion.
Well, at that point, haven't we passed the point of what's the word that they use?
Point of return or something.
Yeah, you know what word I'm looking for. Yeah. Anyways, I don't know.
But
let it go.
Hasn't Michigan already self-imposed some penalties? I can't remember. I think they've self-imposed some penalties. This staffer is no longer on the staff.
Right.
And I think they had some self-imposed penalties. So I don't expect much more than that today. But that's something to keep an eyeball on this afternoon as you continue throughout your day. It's going to be in the sports headlines by the time you get off of work today.
Mm-hmm.
So
there you go.
To keep in mind. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to read some comments here. You have been asked by Mark to do some play-by-play at Kool-Aid Days for the boat races, disc golf tournament, pickleball.
Are you kidding me?
Do some pickleball action.
Pickleball?
Well, yeah, there's a pickleball tournament this weekend.
I don't know anything about pickleball.
I don't know either, but it's like tennis. Only a little slower, and you get a partner.
I've seen pickleball played.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know any of the rules. That's kind of tough to do play-by-play for pickleball if I don't know any of the rules.
You're out on that. Disc golf. He's got a frisbee here.
I don't know any rules about frisbee golf.
I think he's going to use the frisbee, standing about 25 yards away. Oh, now 15, and he's still got the same frisbee.
I might be able to announce the boat races.
There you go.
But there's all kinds of fun going on Kool-Aid Days. In fact, we're going to be talking about it on this show today.
That's right.
One other thing I wanted to bring up, along with the Kool-Aid Days, there's going to be a rodeo this weekend as well out at the Adams County Fairgrounds, and a special event going on at the 2nd Street Slammer. I need to talk to you about. They're going to have Saturday night on the beach this weekend to welcome the Oregon Trail Rodeo fans. They're bringing a party to the sand with live music. Kyle Saylor Band is going to be there. He's kind of a country guy, sings some good stuff. Band is going to start at 9 o'clock. Plus, they're going to have a mechanical bull. You ever been on that mechanical bull?
No.
Do you have any desire to be on the mechanical bull?
Whatsoever. No.
All they want is 8 seconds out of you on the bull.
Yeah.
That's all it takes to be like a champion riding that mechanical bull. They just want 8 seconds.
I could see in that 8 seconds window a career-ending injury to knees and joints and muscles.
Well, they'll have a mat underneath the bowl, so when you get flopped off, you're not. Or maybe it's just going to be in the sand. Maybe they're not going to have the mat. Maybe you're going to just get plunked down in the sand.
That would be a viral video that none of us want to see. No. Nobody wants to see a big fat guy try to ride a mechanical bull.
They had one of these down at Harlan County at one of the bars down there.
Uh-huh.
I think it was last year. And me and my buddy, we went to this thing.
Oh, Lord.
First of all, you can't do it sober. So you got to get up there.
Wait, you did it, didn't you?
I didn't do it, but he did.
Oh, Jesus.
And it took him forever just to get on the damn bull. It took him forever. I mean, the place was jammed. The house was jammed.
Oh, no.
And it took him forever just to get on the bull. And then he rode the thing for less than 2 seconds.
I was going to say 2.
2 seconds. So, anyway, the Slammers got this going on. So, if you're going to head to the rodeo on Saturday, come back to the Slammer. They're going to have the official party, I guess, for Oregon Trail fans.
Sure.
It's going to be at the Slammer on Saturday. Again, the band starts at 9. They're going to have the mechanical bull, of course, cold drinks, good vibes. So we invite you to join the fun this Saturday on the beach at the 2nd Street Slammer in Hastings. All right, some good things going on here. Already 7:22. You're waking up with Mike and Tyson this morning. This is Huddle Up on Extreme Sports.
It's time for a morning news update on Extreme Sports.
Well, this week we have been highlighting budget challenges within the University of Nebraska system, but yesterday, Regents went ahead and gave President Dr. Jeffrey Gold a 15% performance-based merit pay off his base salary. Regents voted 10-2, with 2 regents voting no, citing concerns relating to the aforementioned NU budget. They agreed that Dr. Gold was deserving of the compensation, but asked if there was another option or avenue to fund it. Earlier this week, Kearney Police and Fire responded to a report of a vehicle fire where video surveillance and witness statements indicate 2 male juveniles were observed running through the neighborhood, entering unlocked vehicles and stealing various items from the vehicles. Following the investigation, it was determined that the vehicle fire was intentionally set by the same 2 9-year-olds. Both were released into the custody of their parents. And we'll stay in Kearney, where hundreds of Nebraska agriculture leaders are in Kearney for the Governor's Summit. The annual event has become an opportunity for Governor Jim Pillen to highlight what the state is doing. And yesterday, Governor Jim Pillen emphasizing Nebraska's leadership in carbon capture from ethanol plants, positioning it as a national model. He proclaimed that Nebraskans have achieved, quote, what no one else in the United States is able to do, capturing carbon from ethanol plants, end quote. Coming up on 7:24, we'll head back over to the East Side Studios. Mike, what's going on in sports?
Well, the Nebraska women's soccer team opened the season with a 6-0 win over Southern Indiana last night in Lincoln. It's the largest season-opening victory for the Huskers since 1996. 5 different players scored in the game, including 2 goals from Kayla Carpenter. Nebraska will host Missouri State on Sunday. Game time will be at 1:05. Nebraska's sophomore quarterback Dylan Raiola has been named to the watch list for the Polynesian College Football Player of the Year Award. Raiola was named to the Maxwell Award watch list last month. He completed 275 of 410 passes last year for 2,819 yards and 13 touchdowns. The Nebraska volleyball team will host their first inaugural alumni game tomorrow night at Cook Arena at the Bob Devaney Sports Center. First serve will be at 6. You can see it on Nebraska Public Media. Hastings College women's soccer team has been picked by the league's coaches to win the Great Plains Athletic Conference Championship this year. The Broncos won the GPAC regular season and tournament championship a year ago. Concordia was second in the preseason poll, followed by Dordt, Morningside, and the College of St. Mary. Rounding out the poll were Briarcliff, Doane, Midland, Northwestern, Dakota Wesleyan, Mount Marty, and Waldorf. Morningside was picked to win the men's championship. Concordia and Hastings tied for second. Midland was fourth, Northwestern fifth. Rounding out the preseason poll were Briarcliff, Dakota Wesleyan, Dordt, Doane, Mount Marty, and Waldorf. 8 individuals and 2 teams will be inducted into the Hastings College Hall of Fame during a reception and banquet on September 27th. The 2025 class includes Lloyd Smith and Wee Boone Peabuden for tennis, former coach Ron Herget, Alan Haynes for track and field, Corey Bumgardner and Tom Van Hott for football, Chelsea Woodside Jacobitz for softball, and Alicia Statler Templin for women's basketball. The 2008-2009 women's basketball team, who finished as the NAIA runner-up, will also be inducted, as well as the 1994 men's 4x100 meter relay team, which finished as the conference champions and also runner-up at the NAIA Outdoor National Championships. And Sandy Creek head football coach Andrew Kuda will be presented with the Hastings College Alumni Association Coach of the Year Award at that banquet. Kuda led the Cougars to the Class D1 state championship last year and finished 13-0. Hastings College volleyball team, they will open the season today in North Newton, Kansas, with games against Oklahoma Panhandle State and Langston of Oklahoma. Hastings will play Texas A&M, Texarkana, and Bethel College on Saturday. Kansas City Royals opening up a series with the Chicago White Sox tonight at Kauffman Stadium. First pitch will be at 7:10. That's a check in your sports headlines at 7:27.
It's time for a morning weather update on Extreme Sports with Chief Meteorologist Tim Jones.
A heat advisory is in effect not only today on Friday, but also Saturday. Why, do you ask? Well, it's going to be hot, almost 100 degrees without the heat index, 98 today and 99 tomorrow. Overnight tonight at a low of 75, as I said, 99 Saturday, 74 on Saturday night. 90s continue to end the weekend, 94 and sunny. And then as we get into Sunday night and then the beginning of the work week, well, we'll have a chance of a few showers and storms.
Right now, as you wake up, get going, we've got south winds at 12 miles per hour. Humidity is at 78% this morning. Cloudy skies 75 in Hastings.
Accessible and affordable holistic care is just around the corner at Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center. Located at 208 South Burlington Avenue, Suite 101 in Hastings. At Bamboo Spa, we offer a range of therapies to help you unwind and recharge. Experience soothing massages, rejuvenating head spa scalp treatments, and our Advanced Glow 2 facials. Discover the healing power of ozone therapy and frequency healing. Become a member for exclusive 24-hour access to our therapeutic amenities, including the infrared sauna, hydro massage, and cryo lounge. Members enjoy 20% off all services and 10% off products in our non-toxic retail shop. Visit our Facebook page to learn more and book your appointment today. Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center, truly holistic care, designed for you.
I'm John Butler, funeral director and owner at Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the advanced funeral planning specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Hamilton has been providing IT solutions for businesses across the state of Nebraska for more than 3 decades. We know that Nebraska businesses are a driving force of support for the communities in which we live and work. We keep them connected and protected by delivering cybersecurity, hosted phones, and managed IT. We are grateful to be part of our Nebraska communities and to support their technology needs.
More information at
Every football season, there's that one fan. The one who sees the upsets coming. The one who doesn't just cheer, they calculate. They survive. This year, that fan could be you. Introducing Extreme Sports Survivor, the ultimate test of football instinct. Pick one NFL team to win each week. No spreads. No gimmicks. Just survive. But there's a twist. Once you pick a team, you can't pick them again. One wrong call, and it's over. Your name fades. Your shot gone. But survive long enough, be the last one standing, and you'll win our grand prize. Not just the glory. Not just the bragging rights. Something more. Sign up by Wednesday, September 3rd at x-streamsports.com/survivor. Do you trust your gut? Can you outlast them all? This is more than a game. This is Extreme Sports Survivor. Survivor.
All right, Mike Willenstein, Center Bronick with you. It's a Huddle Up on Extreme Sports. And by the way, I understand we're going to announce the prize package on September the 1st.
Want to know what I'm winning?
Which is Labor Day. You and I won't be here on Labor Day, but I guess follow our Facebook page. That's where we're going to announce the prize list.
I love getting holidays off now. It's been a while since I've gotten holidays off.
Doesn't happen often.
Doesn't happen often. Didn't happen in our previous establishments.
One other thing, chiming in on our social media sites on the all-time All-American team. Mm-hmm. We had 2 entries from Nebraska, Johnny Rogers and Adamakin Sue. Mm-hmm. Don was checking in on our social media sites. He says, Will Shields overlooked, ?
Will Shields, Dominic Raiola.
Yeah, there's plenty of more Nebraska guys that...
You could toss our entire offensive line from the mid-'90s on that All-American team.
But yeah, Will Shields...
Those were some dogs.
He was overlooked. He's not on the team. Just Adamakin Sue and Johnny Rogers made the list we had earlier today. So,
yep.
All right, 7:32. Guess what? It's a Friday, and we've got Pony Talk this morning.
They're at the post. Now they're moving into the gate. They're off the train.
And down the stretch they come in the Kentucky Derby, and Barbaro is running away. It's Edgar Prado aboard, and Barbaro is going to win this Derby by 6 lengths. Blue Best had second. From far back, Steppenwolf came on to be third.
Checking in this morning, Jim Slacker from the Nebraska Thoroughbred Racing Network. Nebraska racing has kind of moved on for the year, but Jimmy, there's a couple of things we want to talk about this morning.
Oh, it is. This is kind of an exciting week for Nebraska racing, and we're not going to say thoroughbred racing. We're going to say Nebraska racing. Tomorrow, at Cat Park, Sioux City, Nebraska, holds their one-day meet, and this will be an expanding meet coming up in the future, but this year it is only a one-day, 3-race event, but it's pretty exciting up there. They've just built a brand new 5/8 mile track to start accommodating racing. They'll eventually expand out to at least 15 days of racing. But then also Tuesday, the new Lake Mac Casino Resort racetrack opens up at Ogallala. And it'll be the first time that we've seen quarter horse racing in Nebraska for over 20 years. And it's pretty exciting out there. They will run 3 races out there, but the exciting thing is a couple of these races have 8-horse fields in them to start out with. Also the purses, extremely good purses. These quarter horses are going to be running for between $18,000 and $20,000 in these 3 races. So we can see that Nebraska racing itself is starting to grow, and that too will eventually expand out to at least 15 days of racing at Ogallala. So Nebraska racing is growing.
Jim, we call it the fastest 2 minutes in sports and the most exciting 2 minutes in sports when we take a look at the longer race fields. Now we're talking quarter horses, and like you mentioned, $20,000 for a quarter horse distance. There is some pretty exciting purses here, and let's just maybe talk a little bit about kind of the differences, and we're not going to certainly take a look at the card and make picks or predictions, but when you're handicapping quarter horses, what's kind of the big difference?
Well, with quarter horses, you're only running maybe 250 yards to, at the most, 870, so just short of the 4 furlong distance. But these horses need to be able to get out of the gate. And for me, it's very important to have a good jockey on their back. But, you also have to look at the horse itself and the talent. But when them gates spring, they better be ready to go. And like I said, it's just a straight line dash to the finish, 20 seconds or less, and this race is over. So, like I said, it is exciting, and I'm looking forward to being out there Tuesday and hope everybody will join us.
Jim, now the quarter horses, as far as the population is concerned, are there a lot of quarter horses around the state of Nebraska? Or are these quarter horses going to be shipped in from other states or what?
A lot of these today or on Tuesday are going to be ship-ins. It's going to take a while to get our breeding population up in the state of Nebraska. So our numbers for quarter horses, as far as registered quarter horses ready to race, pretty slim right now, but the breeding industry is starting to take off. You're going to see some breeders that normally would be out in Colorado, Kansas, Wyoming, South Dakota. You're going to see them start doing some breeding in Nebraska, which is going to be a fantastic thing. Quarter horses are very popular if you get out into Wyoming, Colorado. So we're seeing a lot of horses that are going to be running at Oklahoma or at Ogallala, coming up from Oklahoma, coming in from Wyoming. So it's going to be pretty exciting. And I think when we get Lake Mac Racetrack going continuously, it'll really complement the Midwest circuit.
It's Jim Schleicher again joining us here as we talk all things Nebraska horse racing and even expand the scope a little bit to north of the border over in Woodbine. 314 comes Saturday on the turf. Speaking of breeders, it's a win and you're into the breeders, and we've got a pretty impressive field here, Jim, for the E.P. Taylor Stakes. We've been kind of putting eyeballs. You and I were chatting a little bit about the stakes race last night via phone, and this one could be a fun race. You got the 4, the heavy favorite, and She Feels Pretty with Velasquez aboard. Ready for Sure, also coming in as one of the favorites in the 7 spot. And like I told you yesterday, I can't keep my eyeballs off the 5, a horse that's coming in at 8-1. Caitlin Her Greatness. Let's handicap the E.P. Taylor Stakes here a little bit. Where's your money going here?
Well, I do think it's going to be pretty tough for anybody to beat She Feels Pretty. This horse has just been on the top of her game. You get her out on the turf, as this one is, going 1.25 miles, she's run 11 races in her life, and she's never missed the board. Made over 1.8 million with 7 wins.
Wow.
She comes in off of a recent defeat, however, though. But this horse looks to be far the class in the race. An interesting one that I look at in here is the number 3, Diamond Rain. It's a 6-1, and this one's coming over from England, but it's been running in some graded stakes races over in England, having success over there. They're bringing their own jockey in William Buck. So they obviously feel that this horse has some talent, or he's just not going to decide, hey, let's fly to Canada for the day to ride one horse. This horse should be close to the lead, and I think if there's an upsetter, I think it could be him, or I should say should be her. Another one that I kind of look at that is stretching out in distance and going to be at some big odds that I'll probably be playing in my exotics, the trifecta, et cetera, maybe the super, is Venencia. This horse looks like she's screaming for some added distance, but she'll need a pace to run into. But, $750,000 on the line. Not only that, the win and you're in for the Breeders' Cup, which is huge because that's a $60,000 entry fee. Your expenses are paid to get there. So there's a lot on the line when this race is run.
All right, so a couple of big things coming up in the horse racing industry here in the next week or so. What else is on the horizon, Jimmy, immediately for the horse race fans?
Well, as far as Nebraska, this is the final week of Nebraska racing. They'll still be simulcasting at all the tracks, but it is exciting to see what's going on in Nebraska. With the casinos, that we're going to see some added purses. The tracks are starting to expand. We see Etiquette building their new racetrack. We see even the quarter horses, Lake Mac building. We're seeing the breeding industry starting to pick up. So there's a lot of excitement of wanting to get involved in racing, whether it's as an owner, breeder, as even we're going to see some new jockeys now coming in with the quarter horse races, and they've got some really good ones out there that have come in from all over. So I think Nebraska racing is just on the cusp of starting to take off. It'd be a great time for somebody to get involved, whether it's as an owner, some partnerships, things like that, and I think it's about to really pay off.
Just was taking a look at the Lake Mac entries. There's one that we're going to have to play, and that's the third race at Lake Mac on Tuesday. Jim's Capo going off at 9-2. Horse named Jim. We probably better play in our bets is going to be part of that field. Is this the only race that Lake Mac is going to run on Tuesday, Jim?
Well, it's the only day that they're going to run. There is 3 races, and the first post time out there will be 3 p.m. They'll run approximately 30 minutes apart, and then right after that will be the grand opening of the temporary casino that will have over 300 slot machines. It's also going to see something that's going to be exciting out in western Nebraska. We'll actually have the sports book available to us to be able to play the football, the baseball, and things like that. But yeah, there will be 3 races out here, and like I said, there's some nice horses that have come into this when they're putting up purses of $18,000 to $20,000.
All right, Jimmy, thanks for checking in and keep us up to date on the horse racing industry. Again, you got the VIP pass. Anytime you want on the show, you just let us know, all right?
Well, we'll certainly do that. Hopefully we'll come in with some picks. I was kind of disappointed in one the other day that we talked about in the past. It run this last weekend. We talked about Hickama running, and, well, guess what? It just smoked the field by about 6 or 8 lengths, but it only paid $2.60. So I think this is a horse, though, that I think we're going to see in the Breeders' Cup filly race as far as Breeders' Cup Juvenile. So as I said, it's exciting to see how it's doing, and we'll keep tabs on that one. There's also a horse running Sunday that's owned by Judy Pryor out of Omaha that's going to be making this horse's first start out at Ellis Park, a horse by the name of Woodson. It'll be in the final race on Sunday. and very well-bred horse, and so we're going to follow along with some Nebraska interests out there, and hopefully she comes back with a win.
All right, Jimmy, have yourself a great weekend, and again, look forward to chatting with you again.
Sounds good. Let's make some money, guys, and let's go Big Red coming up shortly.
All right, Jim Sliker from the Nebraska Thoroughbred Racing Network joining us here today. So, yeah, the racetrack out in Ogallala. Mm-hmm. That's the one. That was the one that's supposed to be in Hastings. Keep bringing that up.
Yep.
That's the one that was supposed to be in Hastings, remember?
Open wound, insert salt. Good work on that.
Yeah, and then they're going to open up their casino.
The sports book.
Sports book out there in Ogallala.
We still have to drive 20 miles north to put in our Blazing 5 picks. Jim's just going to be able to head out to Ogallala, put his Blazing 5 in after Friday's show.
I bet if we go out there, tell them we're from Hastings, we get a VIP pass out to the Big Mac Casino.
Sure, we'll take your money.
Yeah, come on out here.
We'll take your money. You already lost a bunch of money by not building the thing. Yeah, we'll take more money from you.
We'll take more money. 7:45. Waking up with Mike and Tyson here this morning. Huddle up on Extreme Sports. You had a busy weekend. Oregon Trail Rodeo is going on. Kool-Aid Days is going on. And again, the 2nd Street Slammer in Hastings will be your official Oregon Trail Rodeo post-event. The party after the rodeo, head down to the 2nd Street Slammer. They're going to have a mechanical bull on hand. They're going to have a music from the Kyle Saylor Band, who's a country guy, plays some good stuff. I've heard him a number of times. Good guy. Along with the mechanical bull. So we got the cold drinks, the good vibes. Band will start at 9 on the sand. On the sand. We're going to have a party on the beach at the Slammer, so join us, bring your crew, and bring your best 8 seconds, meaning we're going to get you up on the bull.
I'd be like your friend. I wouldn't be able to climb on it. I'd need a boost. I'm short and fat, and that doesn't bode well for getting on bulls.
Yeah, he needed a little boost to get up there, too.
A little step stool.
A little step stool. All right, let's talk a Kool-Aid, shall we?
Let's do it.
Kool-Aid Days is going on. It's a big event in Hastings, so you'll have lots of folks in town this weekend. You had a chance to kind of preview that. It's kind of a combination between the Hastings Museum. This thing was held downtown for a number of years.
Yeah.
I think it was out CCC for a year or two. Now a lot of the events out at the Hastings Museum. And again, they kind of partners with the Oregon Trail Rodeo, so it's kind of a big weekend with activities out to the fairgrounds as well.
That's right. Well, the entire community gets to take part in the Kool-Aid Days festivities, but obviously with the world's largest Kool-Aid stand and the exhibit that is dedicated specifically to the invention of Kool-Aid, all being centered around the Hastings Museum, they're going to be a hot spot here this weekend. And to talk about all of the weekend events, Marketing Director Michaela Wright joining us on the show. Central Nebraska's newest morning show, Huddle Up, continuing here on Extreme Sports. And on this Friday morning, excited to talk all things Kool-Aid Days. Of course, that's the big talk of the town here this weekend, as there will be events not only at the Hastings Museum with Parks and Recs, but also over at the Adams County Fairgrounds. The Kool-Aid Days festivities getting underway today, and joining us here on the show to sort of give us kind of an insight on what's going on over at the Hastings Museum. Pleased to be joined by Michaela Wright, the latest marketing director here for the Hastings Museum, and we appreciate the time, Michaela, on the show, and we look forward to talking with you.
Thanks, I'm happy to be here.
Michaela, let's first of all, before we dive deep into the Kool-Aid Days festivities and all the fun that's going to be coming around here in the Hastings community, let's just get you introduced here to our listening audience. You're the latest marketing director here at the Hastings Museum, started back in January, so hitting kind of the 6-month mark. And what have your experiences been so far, and ultimately kind of what led you to pursue this particular position?
Yeah, it's been a great 6 months. I didn't grow up in Hastings, and so I never really realized how much the museum offered and everything that we do. So it's been really great to see the behind the scenes and see the impact that the museum has on the community. And that's kind of what drew me to apply for this job in the first place. And of course, the exciting things like Kool-Aid Days makes my job pretty fun.
And Kool-Aid Days officially kicking off here. Let's focus specifically for the Hastings Museum. And you have 3 jam-packed days of Kool-Aid fun here. And it all kicks off as you open up shop here at 9 o'clock this morning. And then events will really start to get underway here this afternoon and evening.
Yes. So we are open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're open 9 to 8 on Friday and Saturday and 10 to 6 on Sunday. Each day we have planetarium shows. It kind of ranges what time they start, but it's every hour on the hour, and that's included with paid museum admission, which is really great. Obviously, Kool-Aid stand we'll have outside. And then there are a few new things this year. So Friday's Food Truck Friday. So in the evening, we'll have yard games, free mini golf. It's a whole putt-putt course with roaming greens. It's a traveling mini golf course. They'll be set up, and then we'll have a variety of food trucks. So we have Cajun food, ice cream with special scoops, burgers, barbecue, all sorts of things. So that's a really new, fun, exciting thing Friday. And then Saturday's our biggest day. That's just when we have the most events outside and see lots of foot traffic inside the museum. And that night we have Mesmerica, which is a new kind of music light experience show. So Mesmerica is running out our theater, and they'll be there Saturday for 3 different shows, which is really cool. And then Sunday, still jam-packed full of things. And the new thing this year, instead of the egg drop, which we've done for the last, I think, 10 years, we're now doing Become a Kool-Aid Jammer. So you'll make musical instruments out of recyclable materials in our outdoor classroom. So that's a fun family event.
Let's focus on Miss America for a few moments, because I have seen some previews for this, the trailer for this being circulated on social media. This just looks like a sensory experience, if you will. Talk about, and I've heard a lot of questions being fielded on social media, what is the best way to go about getting those tickets for the show?
Yeah, so they, it's their own company, and they rented the museum out, and so they are selling all of the tickets themselves. They will be there night of to check in instead of our front desk staff. We're just kind of helping facilitate their event. But you can go on their website, and they have different levels of tickets that you can get. It's for all ages. It's more of like mellow, relaxing music than something overly stimulating. So I know that was one question people have been asking, like, is it going to be very intense? No, it's very cool. It's a very cool cinematic experience, but it's very relaxing, and it's for all ages. So.
Talking just a little bit more about Kool-Aid Days and about kind of the mission coinciding with the Hastings Museum. This is an event that brings people not only from around the state, as I've been over at First Street Brewing Company, just right around the corner from the original Perkins facility. Kool-Aid is something that has a fanatic fan base from all across America. Just how excited are you guys to be able to not only showcase Kool-Aid and highlight Kool-Aid, but really what this region's history has had to offer, and welcome in these guests from really all across the globe?
Yeah, I don't think people realize how awesome Nebraska is, and specifically central Nebraska. You wouldn't really think that we would have a global impact being a town of 25,000 in central Nebraska, but here we are. We do have people that come from all around the world for Kool-Aid Days. We have the stats to prove that, zip codes literally from all over. So it's really cool to see everyone realize how special Hastings and the surrounding communities are when they come for Kool-Aid Days. Kool-Aid Days started at the museum, just behind the museum in the park in 1998, I believe. And it was a small event, and watching it grow and learning the history of it is really cool. And people realizing how great Kool-Aid is, but also Hastings is really special.
Michaela Wright, the marketing director for the Hastings Museum, joining us as we talk all things Kool-Aid Days, specifically all things Kool-Aid Days here at the Hastings Museum. And I couldn't talk Kool-Aid Days without talking about the Discover the Dream exhibit here at the Hastings Museum, which I could spend an hour to 90 minutes just on that exhibit alone. That's going to be available, and obviously a big showcase and a big spotlight this weekend. But looking at the future, that is an exhibit that you're currently raising funds to have a facelift on and maybe get some updates. So talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so this is actually the last year of our current exhibit. We are in the process of building our new one right now. It's going, Kool-Aid's breaking through the wall from the basement, going up to our second floor. And it'll be a expanded space, switching up some of the exhibits and allowing us to show off new artifacts. And so this is the last year of Kool-Aid Days with it open. It will shut down January 1, and then the new one will open in spring of 2026, which we're really excited because we'll be opening right before the 100th year of the museum, as well as the 100th year of Kool-Aid being invented. That's 2027. So it'll open spring of 2026, and then we'll have a bigger celebration the following year. But we're really excited to have a facelift, to show off all the cool artifacts.
And of course, that fundraising will be going on here at the Hastings Museum this weekend. The Kool-Aid Bowl right in front of the visitor center desk. Speaking of that front desk area, the gift shop behind, that's loaded with merch. If you want Kool-Aid merchandise from this weekend's festivities, Hastings Museum is probably your one-stop shop.
Yes, we have a variety of things, and we also have a lot of custom items that you can only get here, and it's limited edition. And we even have a book written by the museum director. So there's custom shirts, and then obviously your Kool-Aid 2025 mugs and T-shirts that you can get as well.
You mentioned before the start of the show, this is your first dive into Kool-Aid Days, not only as an employee, but as a potential patron as well. What are you most looking forward to for Kool-Aid Days 2025?
I love interacting with people, so I'm so excited to see. We always have a wide range of people that come through the doors, and so I'm excited to meet all ages of people excited to celebrate Kool-Aid and Hastings history, and just share how special our community and the museum is.
Michaela Wright, again, Marketing Director for the Hastings Museum. It's Kool-Aid Days 2025, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 3 jam-packed days of loaded Kool-Aid Days festivities. I call it the last official celebration before we have to do that thing where we have to go back to school. But it's going to be a one exciting weekend here in the Hastings community. We appreciate, Michaela, you joining us here on the show to talk all things Hastings Museum. And as far as what you have Kool-Aid Days have to offer, anything else you'd like to add before we let you go?
If you're curious about what's going on, be sure to check out our social media and website. It's jam-packed full of things. And then the official Kool-Aid Days schedule. They have other activities in the community, too.
Should be a fun weekend. Kool-Aid Days 2025. Michaela Wright has been our guest this morning on Huddle Up. Thank you so much for the time.
Thank you.
All right, waking up with Mike and Tyson here this morning. This is a Huddle Up on Extreme Sports. We'll get you a quick news and sports update, shall we?
It's time for a morning news update on Extreme Sports.
Well, this week we have been highlighting the budget challenges within the University of Nebraska system. Yesterday, Regents went ahead and gave President Dr. Jeffrey Gold, amidst the budget challenges, a 15% performance-based merit pay of his base salary, which is over $1 million. The Board of Regents voted 10-2, with 2 regents voting no, citing concerns relating to the before-mentioned budget. They agreed that Dr. Gold was deserving of the compensation, but asked if there was another option or avenue to fund it. Earlier this week, Kearney Police and Fire responded to a report of a vehicle fire. Video surveillance and witness statements indicate 2 male juveniles were observed running through a neighborhood, entering unlocked vehicles and stealing various items from those vehicles. And following the investigation, it was determined that the vehicle fire was intentionally set by the same 2 9-year-olds. Both were released into the custody of their parents. Staying in Kearney, hundreds of Nebraska's leaders in agriculture are in Kearney at the Governor's Summit. Yesterday, it gave Governor Jim Pillen an opportunity to highlight what the state is doing at the agriculture level, and he touted and highlighted ethanol. Governor Pillen emphasizing Nebraska's leadership in carbon capture from ethanol plants, positioning it as a national model. He proclaimed that Nebraskans have achieved, quote, what no one else in the United States has been able to do, capturing carbon from ethanol plants. 7:58, 2 minutes till 8 o'clock. Let's head back over to the East Side Studios. Mike, what's going on in sports?
Well, the Nebraska women's soccer team opened the season with a 6-0 win over Southern Indiana last night in Lincoln. It's the largest season-opening victory for the Huskers since 1996. Nebraska will play host to Missouri State on Sunday. Nebraska's sophomore quarterback Dylan Raiola has been named to the watch list for the Polynesian College Football Player of the Year award. The Nebraska volleyball team will host their first inaugural alumni game tomorrow night at Cook Arena at the Bob Devaney Sports Center. First serve will be at 6. You'll be able to see it on the Nebraska Public Media channel. Hastings College women's soccer team has been picked by the league's coaches to win the Great Plains Athletic Conference Championship this year. Meanwhile, the men are tied for second in the preseason poll. And the Hastings College volleyball team opening up their season today in North Newton, Kansas, with a couple of games against Oklahoma Panhandle State and Langston. Hastings will play Texas A&M, Texarkana, and Bethel College on Saturday. Kansas City Royals open up a series with the Chicago White Sox tonight at Kauffman Stadium. First pitch will be at 7:10. That's a check on your sports headlines at 8 o'clock.
It's time for a morning weather update on Extreme Sports with Chief Meteorologist Tim Jones.
A heat advisory is in effect not only today on Friday, but also Saturday. Why do you ask? Well, it's going to be hot, almost 100 degrees without the heat index, 98 today and 99 tomorrow. Overnight tonight at a low of 75, as I said, 99 Saturday, 74 on Saturday night. 90s continue to end the weekend, 94 and sunny. And then as we get into Sunday night and then the beginning of the work week, well, we'll have a chance of a few showers and storms.
Waking up to a cloudy sky this morning. We've got winds out of the south at 12. Humidity is at 78%.
Have you checked the time lately? Good chance the Miletta Vista Winery is open. Hey, this is Mick with an update on our new hours. Tuesday through Sunday, we're open 11:30 to 3, and Fridays and Saturdays 11:30 till 9. Not sure what you want to enjoy when you get here? Well, Miletta Vista features award-winning wine, select beers, spirits, world-class foods, breathtaking views, and live entertainment. Visit MilettaVistaWinery.com. Check out our events page for music schedules and more. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook. Make your reservations now at Miletta Vista Winery, located on Highway 281, just north of St. Paul.
Connet Auto Care is the trusted name in automotive repair and maintenance services in Hastings. We're a gold-certified Napa Auto Care Center. Our ASE-certified technicians have the Blue Seal of Excellence, receive continuous training, and are committed to providing the best service your vehicle can get. Whether it's preventative maintenance, major repairs, or just an oil change, Connet Auto Care is here for you.
Accessible and affordable holistic care is just around the corner at Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center. Located at 208 South Burlington Avenue, Suite 101 in Hastings. At Bamboo Spa, we offer a range of therapies to help you unwind and recharge. Experience soothing massages, rejuvenating head spa scalp treatments, and our Advanced Glow 2 facials. Discover the healing power of ozone therapy and frequency healing. Become a member for exclusive 24-hour access to our therapeutic amenities, including the infrared sauna, hydro massage, and cryo lounge. Members enjoy 20% off all services and 10% off products in our non-toxic retail shop. Visit our Facebook page to learn more and book your appointment today. Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center, truly holistic care, designed for you.
Get ready, race fans. Cam Raceway is teaming up with Extreme Sports for an electrifying season of high-speed, dirt slinging, adrenaline pumping action. Every race night, we're bringing you live video coverage straight from the track, so you won't miss a single lap, pass, or photo finish. From non-wing warriors to cage karts, flat karts, and the A-class wing beasts, we've got it all. There's nothing like the roar of the engines, the smell of burning rubber, and the rush of dirt flying action right in front of you. So get to the track and experience it live. But if you can't make it, don't sweat. Extreme Sports has you covered. Buckle up, because this season is going to be fast, fierce, and unforgettable. Make sure you like and follow Extreme Sports on Facebook to get all the latest updates, and we will see you at the track. We'll see you at the track.
All right, Mike Wildenstein and Bronick with you on this Friday morning, the 15th of August for 2025. So we've covered a lot of ground here in this short amount of time today. Threw a lot at you at the breakfast table, and probably still more to come later on today.
Hope you're full.
Yeah, our plate was full at the beginning. There's still some items left on the plate. But
Carryover?
I can't consume anymore.
We're full. We're stuffed. I can't unhitch the belt loop any longer.
Jeez. So what's on your agenda for the weekend?
Oh, I'll be working this weekend. We got Kool-Aid Days, of course, happening in around the Hastings area.
Oh, you'll be busy. Yeah,
expecting to be pretty jam-packed at the brewery. So all hands on deck, and hopefully we'll, like Jim says, make a little money this weekend. I will be betting the E.B. Taylor Stakes, by the way.
You are?
I think I'm going to throw a... Jim convinced me on talking a little bit about the 3-horse today. I was originally just going to play the 4 and the 5 and make a nice, light, easy exacta box. Now I'm probably going to go with the $12 exacta box. I'll throw 3, 4, and 5 in the mix. See if we can't make a money. Oh, if that goes 3-5. Whoa.
3-5 would be a good payday.
3-5 would be fun. Let's do that.
Yeah, you might as well.
So 3, 4, 5. That's my play.
It's payday day. You want me just to roll your check over on 3, 4, 5?
Better not.
I've got your check here. I could just take it up to 20 miles away and book a 3, 4, 5 for you.
You're going to run into me when I'm mowing this morning. I'm going to try to get out before it gets too freaking hot.
I'm going to the casino with your check.
Okay.
Booking on 3, 4, 5.
We can do that.
God,
not all of it.
No, if you're going to play it, you might as well play all of it.
No, I'm a cheap ass.
I know, but that'd be such a big payday that came in.
Well, I told you that happened earlier this year at Fauner. We had a friend that had a little one too many beers.
Yeah,
and he took our show pool, and he's like, I looked at the ticket. I'm like, you bet it all to win, and the horse won.
Oh my God. Was that a good day for you?
We all bought. We took our winnings and we went to Texas T-Bone.
Yeah,
no. Texas Roadhouse. Sorry,
Roadhouse.
Don't want to get the wrong restaurant. We all went to the Roadhouse and we all had beers and steaks, and it was all paid for with the winnings. Yeah.
Wow. That guy's been invited back, I hope.
He's
to play in your show pool.
He's going to be our anchor.
God. All right. Hastings College has a football scrimmage planned for tomorrow as they prepare for their 2025 season opener. It's going to be in the morning.
Okay.
10 o'clock.
I'm like, that's hot.
So we'll be checking out the Broncos. We'll get you some comments from head coach Matt Franzen coming up next week as we get ready for the Bronco football season. So that's what's going on this weekend. Again, Kool-Aid Days, Oregon Trail Rodeo going on this weekend. So lots of things are going on in the city of Hastings. It's going to be warm. So if you're going to be out and about, drink plenty of water.
Water.
Not the other stuff. Yeah, drink plenty of water. So
or at least do like the 1-in-1.
Or 2-in-1. 2-in-1.
I'll settle with 2-in-1.
All right. Have yourself a great weekend. We'll see you again on Monday here on Extreme Sports.
You've been listening to Huddle Up on Extreme Sports, Central Nebraska's new home for sports. Join us every weekday morning from 7 until 8 on Extreme Sports.